Minifigures, welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios. I'm super excited to do my first ever LEGO Star Wars comparison video with you guys. I picked the LEGO Star Wars Sandcrawler to do today, mainly because this set is super iconic, it's really popular, and there's a drastic difference between these two sets, both in size, design, and minifigures. So on my right, we have set number 75220. It comes with 1,239 pieces and was released in 2018 for $140 US. On the left, we have set number 75059. This comes with 3,296 pieces and was released in 2014 for $300 US. So I'm going to take you through each set and the minifigures and share with you guys my personal opinions on which one I think is better and which one I think is worth the investment of your guys' money. So let's take a look and see how the two sets compare. Okay, we're going to start out today by taking a look at the vehicles. First thing I want to note is the 2018 Sandcrawler is absolutely dwarfed by the 2014 version. I know this is the collector's version, a more high-end model. However, I feel like this one is just smaller than it needs to be. It's absolutely tiny. It barely goes above the middle of the Sandcrawler. But that aside, the front of both Sandcrawlers are pretty much the same. There is the same yellow tiling along the front and sides of the Sandcrawler, just your basic 1x2 smooth yellow plates. The only main difference is down here on the bottom you have a pair of headlights on the 2014 Sandcrawler, which are not included on the 2018 version. Makes me kind of sad. I wish the 2018 version had some headlights, just because these are Sandcrawlers driving through the desert, and you're going to want a nice pair of headlights on your machines. So on the side here, you can see there are a lot of compartments on the side of the 2014 Sandcrawler to allow you to store barrels, crates, and other such things. 2018 version doesn't have any kind of compartments on the side, really just a flat wall. There's also a little trap door here on the side that allows you to slide boxes and droids into the Sandcrawler. This 2018 version has the same area, same color, however it doesn't open. It's mostly there for detail purposes. Onto the back. This is where the 2018 version really starts to make up for its apparent lack of detail and just overall coolness. As you can see, it's got a great engine on the back, lots of pipes, lots of great detailing. This one's got it too, however this one is bigger, so they're obviously able to fit a lot more. I think LEGO did a great job with the space they had here just to pack it full of detail, which I just love. We also have your knob to turn the tracks on the Sandcrawler. One nice upgrade they made with the 2018 version, though, is when you turn the knob, it not only turns the back treads, but the front ones as well, so it just gives you some extra mobility. Nice little upgrade there. I think LEGO did a good job on that. On the top, you have similar detailing on both models. So you can see there are two large exhaust vents on the back, two mini ones on the front, on the back of this one as well. You've got your same basic piping running up the sides of both, so they're really trying to keep it consistent here on the design and detail features of the Sandcrawlers. Moving on to the last side of the Sandcrawlers, as you can see there's another little door here to put more stuff in. This side has just a gaping hole there. Looks kind of awkward, looks like a giant mouth or something. Don't know why they did that, maybe just so you could play in there easier, I don't really know. The panels open up on the back as well, so you can get in there. So moving on to the interiors, we're going to take a look at how they compare. So the tops come off pretty much the same, just in two pieces like that. However, the 2018 version definitely stands apart from the 2014 version with accessibility. This whole side panel comes off and this back opens up, and look at that. You can really just fit basically your whole hand in there. You can do whatever you got to do. It's got more storage space up here, which I thought was really cool. I hadn't noticed that before, and you can stick crates and barrels up here if you want, or lower down there. There's also a little crane in here. It's kind of a pathetic crane, really just two Technic pieces. It can't even reach the ground. Barely can reach that area up there, but you can definitely fix that with some simple modifications. There's also a cool little computer in here that your Jawas can work on, but other than that, not a whole lot in the interior. This one definitely has a bigger interior, however it is harder to get to. Both of these panels open up, but this middle kind of stays, and that's where it gets tricky because you can stick your hands in, but you can't really see where they're going. This one does have a nice crane on the inside. It's got a winch that allows you to really go all the way down to the ground and then pick stuff up. and then put it back in the Sandcrawler. I like the crane a lot on this one. It's able to work for the interior and exterior of the Sandcrawler. So there's a lot of space in there, a whole lot of fun stuff. If you want to see a more detailed review of the interior of this Sandcrawler, I do have a separate review on just this Sandcrawler, and I will be doing one on this one in the near future as well. So I'm going to stick these plates back on, and we're going to take a look at the last two sections of each of the Sandcrawlers. So the plates go back on really simply, which allows you to take it apart and put it back together with relative ease. So we're going to take a look inside the cockpits now and see how they differ. The 2014 version obviously is bigger. It's got a ton of computers. This one even moves up and down. It's got a cool little display panel back there. Lots of room for lots of Jawas to do their thing in. The 2018 version is obviously a lot smaller, but it does have a really detailed computer right here, which I think is really cool. It's got some nice controls on there, some levers. But other than this little drinking mug, there isn't anything in there of note. Can't really fit a whole lot of Jawas in there either. So the drawbridges both go down, however, in different manners. This one's got two chains. Let's see if I can lift this up. Two chains like that allow it to go up and down. You just work with this knob. It also has a crane in the front, so you can load your little skiff and load and unload droids from the front. And you just wind it up like that when you're done. The 2018 version is a lot simpler. It's just a clicking mechanism like that. It allows you to click it up and down. No crane in the front there, just a basic opening. But not a bad little set. And so that's it for the Sandcrawlers themselves. One last thing, you can see there's lots of detailing on the big Sandcrawler, especially rust. That is not on the newer version. But let's take a look at the minifigures now. So here we have the minifigures and accessories from each set. Over here on the right, you have everything from the 2018 version. Over here on the left, we have everything from the 2014. Right off the bat, you can see the 2014 droids heavily outnumber what you got with the 2018 Sandcrawler. The weird thing to me are not the amount of droids they included in this set, because obviously it's cheaper, it's newer, they don't want to give you as many droids just because of the price, and they're trying to, I feel like, sell towards maybe a younger generation of builder. But just the droids they give you, like, I don't recognize any of these from the scene in Star Wars Episode 4 where you see the Sandcrawler. I think maybe this guy might be in it, or that one, I don't remember which one it was, but definitely not this strange yellow droid. And the most obvious omission is our R2-D2 and C-3PO. Obviously, I'm kind of sick and tired of getting so many of those guys. They're just such popular droids. You get them in so many sets. But I thought it was really strange how they decided not to include those droids in that set. Over here, you've got just a plethora of minifigures. You have got your C-3PO. You've got R2-D2. Looks like I forgot my R2-D2. I'll see if I can track him down. We also have a bunch of droids right here, namely my favorite, the Treadwell Droid. I think this guy is really cool. Also, each set comes with a little mini land skiff. This one's got two little levers on the side, and you can put these crates on the back and drive it up and into the UCS Sandcrawler. I do really like the little desert skiff that comes with the 2018 version. It's really squat. It's got these cool little tracks and two nice little canisters that you can carry and really transport stuff around. Okay, so R2-D2 has been located, and there he is. So droids and minifigures far outnumber this 2018 version. You do get a lot of nice Jawas as well with their basic printing. Really not a whole lot of changes in the Jawa in the 2018 version, except for a slightly different torso on this one. It's orange. And the stun guns do have these little blue studs on the end, which, I don't know, kind of a nice addition, not bad. Also, my last complaint about the 2018 minifigures is there's no Uncle Owen. Like, he's such a great character, obviously not in the movie for very long, but I think he was a fun little character. And he is in the UCS version, as you can see, there he is. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus on him. Happy little smile there, happy Uncle Owen. But the 2018 version doesn't come with him. How strange is that? So comparing the two Lukes, not a whole lot changed. This is the 2018 version here with the binoculars. Do feel like that one is a little more accurate just because the 2014 version you get a lightsaber and he doesn't have the lightsaber, so I think the binoculars were a little more accurate there. 2018 version doesn't come with any kind of boxes or crates, but the 2014 version does. So, review aside, I want to give you guys my personal thoughts and opinions on these two sets. I want to start out by pointing out that these two sets are in two separate categories of Lego sets. This set on the left belongs to what's called the UCS Collection or Ultimate Collector Series. These are sets that are bigger than normal. They have a lot more detail and a lot more pieces. Kind of like this UCS Star Destroyer behind me. They're not really for playing, they're mostly for displaying and more advanced builders. However, this one on the right is not part of that series. It's more of a run-of-the-mill set that's a little bit more playable. That's why they are such a huge difference in size. I do really like a few things about this Sandcrawler. I love the accessibility. It comes apart so easily. The top just pops off like that. The side comes up and you can open up and get in there really quickly. However, I feel like even though it is just a normal playset, it's too small. I feel like they could have made the set bigger and they should have definitely added more pieces, because none of these droids right here are in the scene in Star Wars Episode 4 where you see the Sandcrawler, and it doesn't include Uncle Owen or C-3PO. For those reasons, I feel like this one, while more expensive, is definitely worth saving up for, mostly because it's just so much more accurate and you get a lot more bang for your buck, as a way, so to speak, because you get 13 minifigures, 3 boxes, that little desert skiff, and this massive, just detailed machine, which I think is just, it's beautiful. It's such an iconic set, and they made this one too small. However, if this one is really out of your price range and you're not really going to be able to get it in the near future, but you really want a Sandcrawler, this one's not too bad either. It's got some nice design. I like the upgrade on the tracks on the bottom as well. But the minifigures are just, it's really tough. That's a tough pill to swallow, just that few minifigures with this small of a Sandcrawler. But that aside, I really do like both of these sets, even though I would mostly recommend saving up for this one. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you guys have one that you like more than the other, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. I'm just interested to know what you guys think. If you like the video, make sure to hit it up with a like. And as always, if you're new to this channel and you want to see more great content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button as I put out new videos weekly. But until next time, happy building.